Did you know that nearly 40% of Americans would struggle to cover an unexpected $400 expense? Life on a low income can feel like a constant uphill battle. But what if you could build your own passive income stream? One that you can build in your spare time that has the potential to earn money even while you sleep. It all starts with Printify. Printify is a print-on-demand platform that lets you create and sell custom products online without any upfront inventory costs. No need to pack up or ship anything yourself. You just design it, publish it, and then collect your money. Today, we're launching the official Low Income Relief store, featuring designs inspired by some of our most motivating and encouraging social media posts. We'll walk you through every step of the process, designing products and getting it live so that you can do the same. Now, we'll be using Canva and even AI to create amazing designs, and we'll show you how to easily set up and start promoting your Printify store. And if you want to go even deeper, you can unlock my advanced Printify course for as little as $1 right now. This course gives you the complete roadmap to building your store, covering everything from creating winning designs to mastering marketing strategies. It's packed with insights that we won't have time for in this video, so check it out now at toptierdigitalacademy.com/Printify. All right, so now that you know what's possible, let's dive in and set up your very own store. We're going to start with Printify and design some awesome products using Canva, and we'll sprinkle in a little bit of AI magic to make everything pop. We're going to be using Canva, which is a free design tool that makes it super simple to create professional-looking products, even if you don't have any design experience. Canva has tons of templates to help you get started, or you can design from scratch. They have everything from fonts and colors to graphics and illustrations. It's a one-stop shop for creating amazing visuals. Let's start by building a few different products that are motivational, useful, and fun. Each design will align with a positive message, whether it'll be used for daily encouragement, budgeting, or just spreading a little hope. So the first thing you're going to need to do is sign up for Printify. You can do that using the link in the description of this video. For me, I'm just going to log in because I use Printify all the time. Once you create your account, it's ridiculously easy to get started. If you're already selling on another platform like Etsy, TikTok, Amazon, Squarespace, Wix, WooCommerce, any of those, you can easily sync those together right here by pushing these buttons. For us, we're just going to go ahead and start off with a Printify pop-up store. We're going to create a little store for low income relief. So we're just going to call this LIR. We're here in the United States. And next. We can choose a theme for our store. I'm going to go ahead and go with this white one because I like things that are light and happy. So there you go. The store is launched. Now it's time to add products. It's seriously that easy. Now, personally, I always recommend syncing your store to another platform like Etsy or TikTok, but especially Etsy. Why? Because Etsy is a fantastic platform for reaching millions of potential customers. If you want to sync your store to Etsy, I'll show you how in the other video we did with Printify a couple of months ago with Mary and Marks. We walked through the entire process with her in that video. Now, there is one thing you should know though. In that video, I did misspeak and say that it was free to start selling on Etsy when it's not. Printify is free to sell on, but with Etsy, you're going to have listing fees and startup fees. These are usually pretty modest costs, and in my opinion, I do think it's worth it because it expands your reach to so many more potential customers, and it makes it so much easier to start selling those products. However, if you're just starting out and you're not sure this is going to be viable, you may not want to take that step right now, and that's totally fine. But if that is something you want to do, I'm going to encourage you to go check out that other video we did with Mary and Marks. Now comes the fun part. We're going to actually make some products together because I promised you in my last video that I would go through these steps with you and show you how I make products. So we're going to go ahead and go browse products. And this first one, I saw they had a zipper wallet, which I thought was kind of a really fun idea for low income relief. So I'm going to try to find that in here. All right, we're going to go wallet. And there it is. Isn't that cute? I just think that that has so much potential. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. All right, start designing. Easy peasy. Now that we're in the designer, there are two ways that we can go about this. We can design the product straight in Printify using their AI images, text, libraries, graphics, templates, all of that stuff that's already built in. or we can go into Canva and design it there. Now, Canva is free for a basic account. I use Canva Pro regularly for my businesses, which is why I have that subscription. I do prefer to design in Canva because it's what I'm more familiar with. But before I go over there, I just want to really quickly check out what they have available in Printify. All right, so they have, I don't have any templates yet. Got some really cool graphics here, different things. You can see it's all grouped by theme to make it easy. We've got text options, lots of different fonts to choose from. Got some AI tools built in here. Now, I thought it would be fun to do a little slogan that said something like small steps, big change, right? Because that's something that we focus on here a lot on the channel, is taking those small steps that can build up to big changes in your life. So I thought that would be a fun thing to put on this wallet. So let's see what we can do. Now, I know from previous experience that most AIs do not do well with words. So normally I would just have it create the design and then I'd add the text overlay on it. But because I'm new to Printify, I want to see what their AI can do. Now, that looks a little too realistic to be what I would consider ideal for this product. I think we're going to want something that's a little bit more cartoonish and whimsical, as opposed to something that looks like an actual photo. So let's see, let's do digital art style and see what it gives us if we change that up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, still not what I'm looking for. Okay, so for me, because of my experience, it's going to be a lot faster if I just go to Canva. Now, before we get to work on that, we are going to want to, here. We are going to want to make sure we get the print area correct. All right, so now that we're here in Canva, we can assume from what we saw over here in Printify that we're going to have bleed marks around the edges of this. So we're going to want to keep our design kind of centered in on both sides. So I'm just going to look at their templates because Canva has some incredible templates that I just love their stuff. It's always really good. So we're going to see if we can find something in here that kind of fits the theme of what we're going for. You know what? I think this might even work just right here. Let's see if we can grab this and we'll take this up here. Effects. Now you can see there's a curve here that's negative 36. I'm going to make that positive 36 so it's angled the same way across the top. Grab that, center that, move that up a little. Now we're not after T on this one. I wanted to do something that was like small steps, big change, right? So we're going to want some sort of coin. So we're going to look for a cartoon coin and we want that to be a graphic. Maybe not like that. Maybe we want something that's more like a penny. Okay, so like a cartoon penny here, right? I don't know if I really like that style. Maybe that one. Maybe that's better. And of course, we're going to go with small steps, big change. Something like that. Now we're going to want it to be a roundier design, I think, to make it look right. Here we go. I kind of like that one. Now, when you're looking at Canva, you can see this little crown, and those are going to be the things that are available on Pro. If you're going to get serious about designing products in Printify, I recommend trying Pro, at least for a little while, because it can make a significant difference in the quality of your designs. If you're only relying on the free stuff, it can get really complicated. So then we'll grab that. I'm going to go ahead and shrink that down. And I kind of like just having it on a white background. I think that's totally fine. Now I have a feeling that this is going to need to be flipped around to print properly so that it's the same on both sides. But we will see. Okay. And let's go ahead and download that. Okay. And once we download that, grab the design that we just uploaded. And it's currently processing. There we go. Okay. So you can see some of this is just outside of the bleed range. We could choose to make it smaller. And we want to make sure we get it centered across the entire thing. There we go. Now, if you had a full design, you would want to make sure that you were covering all of the bleed marks and everything so that it didn't print white on any of the sides, right? So another way to do this would be to use a background. I kind of like that. And then we could do bigger. Yeah, like that. And then we'll make that white. We would want that to be bolder, so. And then we could even, let's see, if we make the background black, and then we fade that out a little bit, that'll give us some better contrast for the text. Get that centered. Flip that around so that it's mirrored properly. Just because I like the idea of it being the same on both sides. You obviously don't have to do that if you don't want to. And then download that. And then you could do that as an alternate. So instead of having that image on there, you could grab this other one as soon as it's done. And you see how this goes all the way off the edges of the bleed mark, which means there's not going to be any weird spacing around the edges, which is good. You kind of want to overfill that space just so that it doesn't get weird. And then you can center that on there and then save it. I'm not really satisfied with that. I'm not much of a graphic designer on my own, so I often defer to AI when I'm making my graphic design decisions. And then maybe sometimes you have to refine the prompt a couple of times in order to get what you want. It all isn't always a very quick and efficient process. But sometimes you can get some really good things out of here. So that is closer to what I want, but still not what I want. Okay, so what if we had stack of coins over here in Canva? Coin stairs. See, it's just not quite giving me what I want. And of course, you can always try the Canva AI as well. See, that's closer to what I want. I could use that. So then I would do this. Background remover. It's going to go ahead and pull out the background that the AI gave us, which is a good color, but I can't resize the background without resizing the graphic, and I hate that. So we're going to do that. And we'll come in here. We'll set the background to that darker blue color that it was suggesting. We're probably going to have to, we can even do, no, we're going to do like that. There we go. Take this, and we can even color match it to that yellow on the coins right there. I don't know if that's too much yellow, but I kind of like it better that way. So there we go. And then we will download and bring that over to Printify again. There we go. Now you can see that to make it fit up here, it's kind of not fitting down here. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to make the design a little bit smaller. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and hit Save Product. Okay. Just a cute little coin person. You can see it does these mock-ups automatically, which is fantastic. And now we can say Start Publishing. Okay. We can choose the mock-ups that we like. And save. Okay. And then we're going to come over here. Now this is going to be somewhere where you're going to want to add a lot of keywords and robust terms so that it's easier to find your products in search. So we're going to say, we're going to use AI credits to go ahead and generate this. Now you get some daily credits here with Printify, but you can also run this through ChatGPT and Gemini without using those credits. So I'm actually going to run it through all three and see which one gives us a better result. So it wants a brief description of the design. And for that, I am going to cheat. I am going to back out of this. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to grab this. I am going to save this. And then I'm going to come over here to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, please describe this image in words. And then I'm going to upload this image. And I'm going to give it the word of the product just so that it knows kind of what product I want it to go in there. Now ChatGPT is going to do the hard work of describing this image for us. Okay. Now I'm just going to copy that in here. I don't know for sure what the exterior is, so I'm going to leave off leather-like just because I don't know what product they're actually using. Okay. And I'm also going to remove the word sleek, and I'm just going to say that. So you want to make sure that you're not putting anything in there that's false, because if you feed the AI false information, that's on you. So now I'm going to have that generate that, and I'm going to say, please generate a product title and description for an Etsy product that meets that. Okay. And then I'm just going to fit the same thing over here, and I'm going to say, please generate a title and description for Etsy product that is, there you go. And now we'll see which one of these AIs is going to give us the best results here. Okay. This is not a good title. This is a better title. I think I like this title better because a lot of people look for motivational products. So I think it's good to have that in there. So we'll go ahead and drop that here. Now, okay, so it does say leather here. So I'm going to go ahead and say, please work this information into the description you provided. Feed it a little bit more information. Do the same thing with Gemini here. Alrighty. Yeah, I like this one better. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, copy this in here. You can even add a sizing table if you want. And for pricing, okay, we have a 40% profit margin here. Now, 40% is pretty generous, but to be honest, I don't expect to make that much money off of things I sell for low income relief, because I know we're serving people who don't have a lot of extra money, and it just seems kind of cruel to try to get more money than necessary out of our audience. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's have a 10% profit margin, right? That's totally fine. If you guys actually want to buy this, cool. If you don't, that's fine too. It's going to drop my profit down to $1.40 each. That's totally fine. And then we are going to go ahead and publish this thing. Cool. So we now have that one product done. That's fantastic. The thing I want to do is create a journal. So I'm going to go back to catalog. I'm going to go to journals and notebooks. I'm going to choose this ruled lined one here because I want it to be something that people can actually write in. And I'm going to go ahead and click start designing. And I love affirmations. Affirmations help me feel better. I rely on them daily for my own mental health. So I'm going to go ahead and create another Canva template in the size of the journal. And I'm going to go for something a little bit more elegant this time. So I'm going to look for kind of an elegant, InDesign. I'm going to look for something a little bit more, just like an elegant backdrop. Maybe like a... I knew I wanted this to say something like progress, not perfection, or you are enough, or just something inspiring and affirming for this journal cover. So I really like what we came to here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this really quick. So we want to center this and make sure that we're keeping our words away from the bleed marks, because the bleed marks are kind of in the zone where they're not going to show up as well. So we're going to go ahead and make this just a little bit smaller. Make sure that we're fitting that nicely inside of there. We want to make sure that it's all the way up at the top though. So maybe more like that. Of course, the alternative would be to come into here, grab these words, make them a little smaller, and pull them more toward the middle so that we're not in that danger zone. And then, of course, we can go ahead and export this again. Better. That's much nicer. All right. Now, I don't think this has a back. I think this is just the one side. So then we're going to go ahead and save product. And then we're going to go ahead and add this to our store. Got some beautiful mock-ups there. And again, we're going to go ahead and grab this, save the image. And of course, we're just going to ask ChatGPT again, please provide a title and description for this product. Here's some info from Printify. And we'll come down here. We're going to grab those notes, just like that. And we'll go ahead and leave those shipping options. But down here again, we're going to go ahead and drop that to, we'll do 15, so it's at least over $1, because I think with payment processor fees, I'd be losing out at 10. So, all right, and publish. See how fast and easy this is? I love launching products with Printify because you can do it ridiculously quickly with very little friction in the process. It is easy to get those products out there and then start putting them in front of people. We are running out of time in today's video, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there instead of walking you through creating more products. I think you've gotten a good idea of what my workflow looks like in terms of getting a product idea, using Canva to create that, and then quickly uploading that image into Printify, setting pricing, using AI to generate titles and descriptions, and so on. So what if you want to get a store out in time to start bringing in money for Black Friday? What are the steps that you should take to make that happen? Well, first, I would go to an AI like ChatGPT or Gemini. I would start a new chat and I would simply say, hey, I need to make some money before Black Friday. I want to use Printify to make some merchandise that has a good chance of selling. Please suggest 5 products that I could make today using Canva or AI to generate. Okay, and then it's going to spit out some ideas for you. Now, if you've taken a look at the Printify catalog, there are over 900 product items that you can choose from. There is so much in here, from phone cases to clothing to coffee and supplements and just all sorts of things. The selection is truly incredible, and the sky is the limit. Honestly, your imagination is like the limit here. Yeah, so it's suggesting funny t-shirts with catchy sayings, motivational wall art, custom phone cases, cute stickers or labels. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I even saw like Christmas items in here. Yeah, like they had holiday pics. You could do wrapping paper, phone cases, ornaments even, stickers, all sorts of different options in here for the holidays. Now, personally, as a more experienced content creator, I would not dive right in here and start making holiday items because those aren't necessarily going to carry your store year round. When you're starting out, sure, maybe make some holiday things for a short-term boost, but really focus on those organic, evergreen items that are going to be able to sell and carry profits for you year round. With that in mind, funny t-shirts with catchy sayings are crazy popular, right? That's all my kids want to wear. And if you're not feeling creative, you can even come back in here into the AI and say, hey, can you generate 25 ideas for, and let's see what it comes up with. Sometimes the AI doesn't get humor. Sometimes it's pretty bad, but sometimes they're pretty great, right? I put the pro in procrastinate. You could totally sell that. My superpower is napping. I would do that with a picture of a cat like snuggling up in a blanket and you would be great. I'm not clumsy. The floor just hates me. Like some of my children would absolutely love these. I run on caffeine and chaos. Okay. So then let's go ahead and grab this and say, please generate an image to go with the slogan that do not include any words. Because sometimes when the AI tries to include words, it just does not go well. So let's see what happens. Yeah, you're not going to want to use actual photos on the products with the fun sayings. You're going to want to have like stick figures and little cartoon things, right? You're not going to want an actual like realistic photo. I bet we could probably do better here in Canva. I do love Canva. Okay, so you can see you've already got some fun things here, right? You could just grab this one, bam. Except we're going to change out this text, right? And we're going to say, I run on caffeine. No, sorry. And this will be and chaos. Okay, and then we need some sort of cartoon coffee, right? Come over here. Bam. Nobody wants to buy a t-shirt with a typo. So caffeine and chaos. So you want to make sure that your image is going to be high enough res to actually look really good. So we're going to crank that size thing all the way up. And then we're going to hit transparent background. And now we're going to download. And yeah, it's going to take a lot longer to download, but it's downloading a much higher quality image. And ultimately, that's going to look better on the products that you're making. Pull in the new and improved one, plop it on there. All right, and now we can select color variations. I hadn't planned to make that one with you. It just seemed like a really good idea. So that was an impulsive decision, but I love that because Printify makes it easy to make impulsive product decisions. Which color here looks best? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. I think I'm going to go with the green. I feel like the green looks really nice. All right, so now I'm going to grab this. And then I'm going to feed that to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, hey, as much as I think it's kind of funny that I didn't plan to make that with you and then we did, I think it illustrates a really good point that you can use the AI to generate the ideas for the products you're going to create. You don't even really need to have a plan. The AI makes this so easy. And now we're going to go ahead and hit publish. Okay. Stickers are another great way to promote your store without spending much money. Put them on your water bottle, laptop, or notebook, anywhere people might see them. You can even create a larger decal or sticker for your car window or your bumper. That way, every time you're out driving, you're passively promoting your store. This might feel a little weird at first, but remember, every small action adds up. Even one person asking about your products could lead to a sale. I know that starting on social media can feel intimidating if you don't have a big audience, but it's okay to start small. You don't need hundreds of followers to make an impact. Now, if only a few of your friends and family see those messages at first, that's okay. Those first few shares are how you start building momentum. And don't worry about posting every day. Just stay consistent and keep sharing little updates about your store. Don't overwhelm your friends and family. You want to make sure they keep following you. Use hashtags, make sure your posts are public, post in groups, and ask friends or family to share your posts too. You never know who might see it. Business cards and flyers are a super low-cost way to spread the word, especially if you don't have an online audience yet. You can use Canva to design a simple card with your store link, or print flyers to post on bulletin boards around your community. You really don't need anything fancy. Just a simple message like, motivational gifts for everyday life, shop here, will do the trick. One thing that I've learned is that success takes time. That's why I recommend getting your products live as soon as possible, even if it's not perfect yet. The search algorithms need time to recognize new listings, so the sooner that you launch, the better. This gives your store time to build views, clicks, and even some early traffic, so that you'll be ready when Black Friday arrives. And of course, for maximum visibility, you're going to want to make sure that your store is synced to Etsy and other platforms as well, since that's where a lot of people do their sales searches. Now, of course, I'm also excited to officially announce that the Low Income Relief store has launched. We have uplifting journals, motivational tote bags, and more, all designed with you in mind. You can check out the store now and be sure to mark your calendars because Black Friday is the perfect time to grab a gift for yourself or someone you care about. Now, if you're feeling excited but also a little overwhelmed by how quickly we moved through everything in this video, don't worry. You're not alone. That's why I created a special course to help guide you through this step by step at a much slower and more comprehensive pace. The course covers everything we've touched on today, but in more depth. You'll get detailed guidance on setting up your store, crafting beautiful product designs, and marketing your products effectively. I also go deeper into topics like SEO optimization so that your products can show up in search results, pricing strategies to keep your profits strong, and product trends so that you can create items that will sell more easily. Now, here's the best part. This course is being sold at a pay-what-you-will rate. I know how tight budgets can be, and I never want money to be a barrier to anyone pursuing their goals. That means that you can access the full course, including all of the advanced strategies, for as little as $1. If you want to pay more, that would be wonderful and definitely very appreciated. But you can get the same access for just $1 if that's all you can pay. You can unlock it right now at toptierdigitalacademy.com/Printify and get started immediately. Now remember, at the end of the day, this isn't just about selling products. It's about creating something meaningful and creating a passive income stream that can help you take control of your financial future. With the right tools and guidance, you can turn your creativity into an income stream and take that first step forward toward building a better future for yourself. You've got this, and I can't wait to see what you'll create. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more ways to save money and get free stuff. I'll see you again soon.